You've got elections coming up in places like Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Virginia, New York City. I know the great Scott Pressler has been out in PA and New Jersey specifically, but Scott has been telling everybody and trying to motivate everyone that important Supreme Court elections are taking place in that state. Of course, in New Jersey, you have a gubernatorial election, same in Virginia. And in New York City, you have a mayoral race. In New York City, the numbers are not great for Republicans, right, in terms of how the electorate is composed and constructed and just the way the dynamic works there. I know there's been increased calls for Curtis Sliwa to drop out and endorse Andrew Cuomo so that Cuomo can take his 19%, Sliwa's 19%, and maybe mount a formidable coalition against Zohran Mamdani. But the problem with that is a lot of New York Republicans would never vote for Andrew Cuomo again after what he put us through in New York. I was there. I lived it. I remember it. I'll never forget it. And I could never support a person like Andrew Cuomo. A lot of people in New York would say, well, if Cuomo drops out, maybe his voters can go to Curtis Sliwa. They could. They could, but it's going to take all of Sliwa's supporters to motivate those left-leaning centrists or moderate Democrats to vote for him because, well, Sliwa's definitely not as bad as Zohran Mamdani. He's not saying he's going to raise your taxes to just another 2%. Oh, 52%. That's not bad. That's fair. New York City is in for, I believe, some pretty dark times. But that doesn't mean you should stop fighting. That doesn't mean you should give up. And that does not mean that all hope is lost. As they say, it's always darkest before the dawn. Perhaps that dark time is coming now and the dawn is right around the corner. In Virginia, in New Jersey, you've got hard left Democrats that want power again. It is up to motivated voters to make sure that that doesn't happen. I know you may have your differences with Winsome Earl Sears and some of the comments that she made in the past about Donald Trump, but do you really want Abigail Spanberger to be your next governor? Do you really want Jay Jones, who fantasizes about his political opponents being murdered, to be your next attorney general in the state of Virginia? These are important questions to ask yourselves. In New Jersey, Mikey Sherrill and Jack Ciattarelli. Jack came very close in the 2021 gubernatorial election against Chris Murphy. And I know about the negatives surrounding Jack Ciattarelli as well. But do you want 4 more years of Murphy? Phil Murphy? Did I say Chris Murphy? Phil Murphy? Because that's what Mikey Sherrill may bring you. She's from that party. She's speaking the same language. She's making some of the same promises. Is that what you want? It's time to ask yourself those questions. If we participate, we the people win. When we stay home, when we disengage, when we stop getting involved, that's one way to guarantee that we lose. I always say leave it all out on the field. Give it your all and do it because you believe in it. Do it because you still believe in the founding principles of this country. Participate because you still believe in the American dream and you don't want to see it taken away. You don't want to see your children robbed of the opportunities that you've been given because you sat out one election.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.